Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this powerful Super Saturday. Guys, as you know, we started Super Saturday again last week, right after the Dubai event, where we have been surprised with so much valuable information. Well, today you will get even more valuable information. But before we go into the Zoom, I really want to hear from you guys. Where are you all from? Which are the countries that are represented here in this webinar? So shout it out on the chat, where you're from. And I see, of course, I see Philippines is in the house. Well, I'm from Netherlands. I see Ethiopia, India, Suriname is in the house. Global business, guys. Again, Philippines, Dubai, Estonia, South Africa. From the beautiful land of Philippines, Ghana is in the house. Come on, guys. Are there more countries represented here? Namibia, Jeddah. Let's see. Oh, so many countries are online. Nigeria is in the house. Welcome to Nigeria. La Trinidad, Philippines. I've been in La Trinidad, Philippines. I love to be there in those mountain area in the Philippines. Kenya is in the house. Italy is in the house. Ethiopia is in the house. Guys, all a big warm welcome to this Super Saturday webinar. And actually, we have an assignment for you. And I also see Bahrain joining in. Bahrain, welcome also. We have an assignment for you. Why? Because we know that you all have teams. And if I look at the number of participants, I think we all can do more. So guys, I will give you 5 more minutes, only 5, maximum 5, to grab your smartphone. You know what it is, a smartphone? That's this thing. Yeah, and you just grab it. You call your team members. In 5 minutes, you can call 5 team members. And you can tell them, hey, there's webinar ongoing now, there's training, there's someone from Crowd1 Management, I want you to be in now. And you send them the link, next, next, next. So let's do that. In the coming 5 minutes, we will treat you on some amazing music again, and we will be back and really starting in 5 minutes from now. Well, again, a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are in the world. And guys, we are excited for today because today it's Super Saturday again, and we love to do this together with you, for you. We love to motivate you and to give you all kinds of amazing information. Well, today we'll have an amazing program with updates from the company, motivation speeches from the company, motivation speeches from leaders about techniques, but also about prospecting. So today will be an amazing 2 hours full of powerful information, guys. And this is important. It's important to grow as a leader. A leader is always someone who needs to grow. And I always say that a good leader is always the best student. And I've been in network marketing for about 30 years. And I meet with a lot of leaders. And sometimes you meet with leaders and they say, well, you know, I'm a leader already. I don't need education. Well, I laugh them in the face. And I tell them right in the face, then you are not a leader. Because leaders always educate themselves. They keep on learning day in, day out. So I want you to remember that at the beginning of this Super Saturday, that if you really want to be a leader, then you have to educate yourself. Read books, listen to podcasts, come to the Super Saturday webinars so you can educate yourself, because then you can also educate your team. That's so important. If you are here at this webinar and your team is not growing, or you are not growing, or you even don't have team members, use the tools that you learn on these Super Saturdays to grow in leadership. And then you will see how powerful leadership can be and how amazing and wonderful leadership can be. It's not like some magic trick or something. It's something that's already inside of you. And the only thing you need to do is to release it. So be open for it. If you're open for it, you can release it and it will come out. And on these Saturdays, we will help you with all those tips and tricks. But before we go there, before we go into further motivation today, let's start with prayer, as we always do. And I'm so glad that we have some amazing, powerful leaders, also in the top leadership, who are Christians. Maybe you're a Christian, maybe you're not a Christian, but we always start with prayer to give our business back to God. So let's start with prayer, guys. And yes, Lord, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to do our amazing Crowd1 business, Lord, to gather together as Crowd1 family, Lord. And we ask you for today to lead us, to guide us, to open our hearts and our thoughts for everything we will hear today, Lord, and open our hearts to really develop leadership. Lord, we ask you, release the leadership in our hearts so that we can grow amazing, powerful teams to show the world that Crowd1 is an amazing and powerful company, that this is a business given by you. You are the source of our business, and we thank you for that in the name of Jesus. Amen. Amen. So, that being said, we have some house rules, of course. Nobody can be unmuted. This is automatically disabled. If possible, open your video so we can see your faces. It's always amazing to see your faces. That's really important. Of course, we have the chat, and the chat will stay open. So chat on the chat, confirm what you have heard, be interactive in a positive way. And we don't have time to answer questions. So if you have questions, write them down and go to your upline and ask your questions to your uplines. Well, before we go to our first speaker, I do have a short video. A short video with some motivational issues, with some motivational words. And I love to hear videos from Fearless Motivation. And I found this amazing video which says that you are a hero. So let's listen to this video and then we go to the first speaker for today. Okay. Somehow it will not start. I think we have some issues starting the video. Yes, there it goes.
Ever been in a position when you're always asking why? Thinking that your tears will never dry. Every time that you glance at the sky, your mind's there, but you know you don't got the wings to fly. You feel the wind gently touching your skin, and the voices from within are yelling you shouldn't try. But you're not listening, on your face is a grin. You take the chance even if you shoot into the ground. The world says no, but you say yes. Don't let the negativity take over, do your best. The road you're paving causes feelings that are hard to express, but I promise you that at the end lies the success. Your chest is heavy, all the burdens you carry are slowly taking a toll on your mental inside. I want you to give me a promise and you to truly be honest, that giving up is never going to be what you decide. I know that you've been running your whole life, walking through the darkness with practically no light, feeling depressed, under pressure, a low life, like there's no one to help you to get through all the cold nights. Look in the mirror, tell me, what do you see? A person climbing to the absolute peak. Don't need excuses, cause you are not weak. So chin up and be the very best you can be. Hero, you are a hero. 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 Listen to the rain falling onto the windows, taking the whistles that appear as the wind blows. Remember as a kid for the ringtone, you had a great speech. Tell me, what did that kid know? He knew that failure is a part of success. He knew the lessons are what makes you progress. He knew your quest would put you under the stress, but he also knew the hunger that you truly possess. You've been a great one, still is what you're made of. You've been the same one ever since day one. Became a legend, haven't even finished phase one. Imagine what you'll be when you reach the main one. Unpredictable how one moment you're on the ground, and the next one you're flying high above the clouds. It's true, the higher you go, the longer you fall. But no matter what happens, you truly need to be proud. I know that you've been running your whole life, walking through the darkness with practically no light, feeling depressed, under pressure, a low life, like there's no one to help you to get through all the cold nights. Look in the mirror, tell me, what do you see? A person climbing to the absolute peak. Don't need excuses, cause you are not weak. So chin up and be the very best you can be. Hero, you are a hero. 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 You are a hero.
You are a hero. So that's the word we want you to hear at the beginning of this webinar. Guys, you are all heroes, all 196 people in this house, in this webinar. You are a hero. So let's start this webinar with these powerful words. And then now it's the time we go to our first speaker of today. And we are so happy to have her in our midst today. We have met her, of course, in Dubai, where we had this amazing, powerful event with an amazing program, with amazing product launches. And actually, yeah, guys, we are still flabbergasted sometimes by what Crowd1 has given already to us and what they will give to us in the near future. Well, I'm going to introduce to you a lady who will really bring fresh energy, and she brings us exciting challenges. She's from Sweden originally, but she worked for 27 years in China, and in September she moved to Dubai, and now she is part of the Dubai office. Let me introduce to you our Network Business Development Director, Sara Wramner. Sara,
yeah, Sara. Let us unmute Sara.
We cannot hear you yet. You are co-host, so you can unmute yourself. Okay.
The icon.
We do have some technical issues, maybe. Wow. I will ask you to, let's see. Okay, this is live, guys. And when things are live, sometimes things can go wrong. I don't know why, but sometimes it happens.
Sara, can you check your connection?
All right, all right.
Yes, there you go.
There you go, Sara. Okay, welcome.
Okay, hi everyone. So I'm really happy to be here today. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear, that's good, that's good. Right, so I met some of you in this great event 2 weeks ago here in Dubai. It was lovely meeting you, and I do look forward to seeing the rest of you at the next event that we will have in February. So today I will talk a little bit about motivation and the importance of having goals. Now, having a goal, of course, is not only for you know, your personal life, but it's also in your professional life as well. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen, and hopefully this will work. Give me just 1 second. And desktop 1. Share your screen. I'm sorry, just stay with me a little bit. And while I try to fix this, I will talk a little bit. This is the first time I'm using this computer. So this is not really working. All right, I will talk while I try to figure this out. Now, having a goal is extremely important. And, you know, you can't really go forward in life unless if you have something to work towards. Now, that is very, very important. I am so very sorry about this. Yeah, so goal setting, the key to growing your business. Well, basically, we're all people. We all, you know, wake up in the morning, we work hard during the day, we continue a little bit in the evening, and then we go to bed. Now, we only have one life that we know about. It might be more, I'm hoping, but I don't know yet. So the importance of having goals are extremely important. Now, a goal could look very differently. I mean, I used to talk about having a dream, and we all remember Martin Luther King when he said, I had a dream, right? So I would like to start by asking you, what is your dream? Can you write some of your dreams perhaps in the chat box right now? Right, can we see some, what are some dreams that you have? What would you like to reach with your life, or what would you like to have if, you know, if you could choose anything? Financial freedom, that's a very good one. Yeah, that's for sure something, and that's why we're in this business, right? Network marketing is really a super great tool of reaching financial freedom. Now, financial freedom, of course, if you want to try to make that a little bit more specific, what could that be then? Would it be a number? Perhaps, oh, I want to have, you know, $1 million. Or is it like, I want to have $10 million? Because the thing is, dreams are great to be big, but in order for you to reach them, you need to have a specific goal. And it could be like shorter goals towards the bigger picture. So for example, instead of, you know, when we talk about financial freedom, it could be, oh, buy a farm. I like that. That's a good, buy a farm. That's a very specific goal. So, okay, then let's say, yeah, I want to buy a farm. Great. How can you make it even more detailed? It could be, I want to buy a farm in Kenya by year 2025. Now you have something to work towards, because number one, you know, you want to buy a farm, you want to buy it in Kenya, and you want to have it by 2025. Now, today it's November 2022. So that gives you a little bit more than 2+ years. So then you could then take it even smaller steps. So in order for you to buy a farm, how much is a farm? Perhaps you look, so you have the number, and then you try to do, let's say, installments. So let's say per month, you need to reach X amount of money. Yeah. And as you have those, we can call it shorter or smaller goals, you can then celebrate every milestone that you reach, because celebrations are very, very important. Now, if you only had, not only, but let's say that your dream was too big or too fluffy even, then it would be, you know, yeah, I want to be rich. Okay, great. But what is rich for you and what is rich for me? It might not be the same. So that's why it has to be a specific goal. And I'm sorry, the PPT is not really working for me. So I'm hoping that I can perhaps come back another time and show you the PPT. But I just continue to talk a little bit. Right, so setting goals is the first step in turning something invisible into the visible. And as I said, goals are the bridge between dreams and success. And you know why it's so important to have the goal setting. I tried to touch a little bit upon it, but it's really with the goal, it will provide you with the direction, it will provide you with the focus, and also the inspiration. Now, we are all humans. We need to be inspired because, you know, every day, you know, sometimes we have ups, sometimes we have downs. And when we have a down, we really need to get our, you know, we need to be happy. Happy in heart, we need to be happy at what we do. So that's why it's so important to have and find inspiration, and also to keep our motivation levels high. And that's why you need to have the milestones on your way to the long-term goal. And also by having a goal, it will boost your performance because it will remind you about the purpose. It will remind you about, you know, the performance and the end goal, which might be the farm, for example, or the financial freedom. So yes, try to make sure that you do have goals. Now, in your back offices, by next week, you will have received 2 documents. Those documents we provided to all of you that was at the event here in Dubai. So it's the dream board, we call it. You can print that one, you can laminate it, and you can use it with your leaders around you. Because it's, you know, I'm a visible person, and many of us are like this. We need to see it in order to believe it. So by putting your dream, whether it's a drawing or whether it's, you know, a text, a farm or something, or a boat or something, it reminds us that, oh yes, that's right. When I wake up in the morning, I have a look and I say, oh, I see the house that I want to buy for my parents. Then I have something to work towards. The second document that you will receive in your back office is the goal sheet that we had. Now, the goal sheet is a very detailed paper with questions that you need to fill out. And I do urge you, it's a very good tool. Try to be as honest and open and try to write down. Because we all know, you know, life is not easy. Sometimes it's great and sometimes not so much, but that's okay. Because again, at the end of the day, we are, you know, doing this for us, for our families, for our, you know, society. So it is important to, you know, to get some tools to help us reach that ultimate goal. And when we reach the goal, that's when we celebrate, and then we make another goal. So basically, those sheets will be available at least in English, in Chinese, in Korean, in Vietnamese, and I forgot one more. There is, in Spanish. So you will have it in those 5 languages to start with. If there are any questions, do tell your uplines. They can get in touch with me. And I would love to do this training with the PPT next time when it works. But basically, what I'm saying is, if you're going to take some keynotes from this, dream big. You can have small goals first, but dream big. Yeah, because again, we only live once. At least that's what we know for now. Perhaps we're going to come back, who knows? So you dream big, you set your goals, and you take action. And when you reach that goal, please do celebrate, because it's important. You earned it. You're worth it. I will be rooting for you. I hope to see you soon here in Dubai. I also hope to see some of you in Thailand a couple of months later. And I wish you all the best on this journey. And you're all doing great. So happy Saturday. Have an excellent weekend. And yeah, thank you from me.
Thank you, Sara.
Thank you so much, Sara, for this powerful training. And maybe some of you are thinking, I've heard this before. Yes, maybe you have heard this before, but you need to hear this 10 times, 20 times, 100 times. You need to hear this every day. Actually, in addition to that, a little tip from my side, what you also can do is put your dream on small pieces of paper and put it in every room in your house. So whether if you go to the restroom or to the bathroom or to whatever room you are, you will always be confronted with your dream. It's really, really helpful. So guys, I want to know from you in the chat, was this a valuable training for you guys? For me, it was, although I know it already. but it is valuable for everybody. So let's give our thanks to Sara for being with us and giving this training in the chat. And yeah, let's raise our hands for her in the chat. We cannot do it on microphone, otherwise it will be a mess during this webinar. But be sure that you express your gratitude during yeah, chatting something, and hope to see you another time again, Sara. Especially in Dubai in February, we will be back. And of course, yeah, we are aiming towards going to Thailand as well. And we will meet and have a lot of great times again. Sara, thank you very much. And let's see. Okay, let's see what else we have in store for today, because this was only one speaker and we have two more to go, guys. And now we are going into a more technical aspect. And if you would have asked me a year ago, hey, Eddie, do you know what NFT is? I would probably answer, is that something you can eat? Nobody knew about NFT. This was a complete new thing. So actually, the next training will also be going about NFTs, which is not something you can eat. I already found out, but it's an amazing thing in this whole industry of blockchain, crypto, Web3, smart contracts. And guys, now even we can have NFT if we get our new Crowd1 pack. There is NFTs in the pack. Well, and you have seen which packs there are. I own a Fire. So there are several NFTs in the Fire pack. Well, there's one guy who can absolutely explain a lot about this blockchain technology, about smart contracts, about NFT, about crypto. He is a director 3-star. He's already sharing his screen. And actually, guys, he's almost a president 1-star. He's from South Africa. And let me introduce to you guys, Mr. Derek Roberts.
Yay, Derek.
Hello, everybody. I just want to say thank you for all of you that have taken time to view this today. We want to basically make this whole C1 experience as simple and straightforward as possible. So when they asked me to speak about the whole metaverse, the crypto, the tokens, smart contracts, I try to make it literally as simple and as easily explainable for you, with not just your members, but also with new opportunities. So this whole buzzword of the metaverse, because that's all it is. It's simply a buzzword for the latest version of the Internet Web version 3. So Internet version 1 was not really interactive. It was more just get information pushed to you on request. Internet version 2, you could start interacting and you could actually exchange information. So Internet version 3 is taking it to a whole new level, not just for what you can do with it, but also a level for things like opportunities to do training, education, to engage with friends and with games, and you name it. So within this whole metaverse, or then the Internet version 3, virtual reality, I'm sure you've all seen the glasses these people are wearing, and we had some great fun at the event in Dubai. And also augmented reality is becoming a bigger and bigger presence. Now, while people like Microsoft and all of their peers and competitors are trying to fight out who's going to do what, it's people like you and me, the real pioneers in this metaverse, thanks to C1, that can make a lot of money out of this thing. By early engaging, by literally taking part in everything it's got to offer, but the ability to turn that into a real world income, physical, cold, hard cash in your and my pocket. Let me take you through what some of these meanings are. So the metaverse is just for you and me to be able to engage with this and to be able to do transactions. So you've all heard the term blockchain by now, and some of you might be bored with it, but the blockchain is really the most interesting part of it, I'm sure for everybody, is the layer of security it offers. So it's a layer of information that literally ties a whole bunch of transactions together. Now, by now, a lot of you would have heard the terms of DeFi, decentralized finance, and I'm sure there's not anybody on the planet that's not familiar with coins like Bitcoin or Ethereum or tokens, etc. Now, the long and short, there's a whole bunch of all these different tokens. They are nothing but electronic currency. Now, in South Africa, our currency is Rand, the South African Rand. Some of you have got pounds and euros and shillings and kwachas and you name it. The bottom line is the paper money originally represented gold. Now, you can't take your paper money and do transactions on the internet. So the first thing you need is you need some kind of a wallet that simply changes from your paper money, fiat currency as it's known, into this electronic world to make your currency electronic. So don't be intimidated by all these coins and wallets. One of these days, like you got used to an old bank card, you'll get used to all of this. There's nobody that knows everything right from the onset, but as Richard Branson put it, if you see something good, get into it. You'll sort out the semantics at a later stage. Now, this whole blockchain technology within the metaverse or the internet, it's nothing new. People around the world have been going into all kinds of property, not just online physical property, but also virtual space property. And that becomes very interesting. When banks start engaging in this, then you know this is a real opportunity. I'm going to share that with you in a second. But blockchain has been around the entertainment industry. It's been around the travel industry. It's been around banking. And just maybe a point, the level of security offered by the blockchain, I'll get into that later, is much more superior than what the normal old internet-based, the first version of the internet, even the second version of the internet-based had to offer. The music industry is also no stranger to blockchain technology. And make no mistake about it, guys, country after country is accepting this technology because of this tight security for things like ID documentation, driver's licenses, passport control. Eventually, all of us, when we get old and you're lucky enough to get a state pension, pensions will be paid out by this. Why? Because it's so difficult to manipulate and so difficult to defraud, so difficult to steal from. So if you ask my opinion, it's long overdue in terms of the security it offers. So how do we fit into all of this? So firstly, let's have a look at smart contracts. Smart contracts is nothing new. It's simply a way that for transactions to run between other two parties. Let's say two people or two companies, and once they've agreed upon the terms of condition of the sale, for instance, or the trade or whatever it is they do, it's fast. You don't have to deal with all the red tape and the paperwork that banks have to offer, especially when it comes to international transfers of money and receiving money, etc. And it's literally interruption free. You can trust it because the blockchain is the most secure layer, as we just seen in the previous slide. It's cost effective. So there's a lot of advantages to all of this. Now, why is this so interesting for us in Crowd1? What the new C1 crypto offers through our new packages are bringing to the table is the ability for you and me to be able to access these type of transactions in a secure layer over the internet and tap into a 1.4 trillion. I'll say that slowly again because it needs to sink in. Gives you and me, normal people around the world with nothing more than a mobile phone, gives us a chance to tap into a 1.4 trillion US dollar opportunity. That's nothing to smirk at, believe you me, from a business perspective. Okay, so another step back. There's a whole bunch of things happening at the moment. Now, before COVID, you'll see these stats are from 2018 because nobody's had a chance to compile it yet. But surprisingly, before COVID, the biggest gaming company was not a gaming company. It was Sony, followed by Microsoft. Again, not a gaming company, but the biggest players in a gaming space. Only in third place, those of you that are familiar with games and gaming companies, came the first company, Nintendo, which is originally a gaming company. So guys, if the gaming industry is big enough to draw the attention of Sony, Microsoft, etc., then you know you're in the right space from a business perspective. Secondly, look at this. Before COVID, the red slice of the pie is what mobile phones represented. for accessing games, the gaming industry. I'll come back to that in a second. But look at the actual games. Those of you who are naive enough or maybe don't know enough, I always have a good laugh when all the old people here in South Africa tell me, gaming is not for me, I don't play games. Whether you play games or not, you are directly or indirectly involved in gaming. If you own a mobile phone, there's games on that phone, right? Why is a company like Candy Crush, why are they able to turn 1.1 billion US dollars in 2018, whether you play the game or not? You see, this is the irony. You might not be a gamer, but you're already paying for that game over and over and over. Every time you upgrade your mobile phone through some or another contract, or you buy maybe data, whether it's prepaid or postpaid, it's all irrelevant. Sometimes the mobile phone operators actually do a bit of the financing side of these gaming companies, because they lure you into spending more data and more data and more data. In other words, it's costing you money, costing you money, costing you money. So bring that together with the marketing or advertising arena. You'll notice that pay TV is the biggest form of marketing that exists, but followed in 2020 by the gaming industry. Not billboards, not newspaper or printed media, not television ads. You all go and make coffee or go to the bathroom when the ads come on. Video games, guys. So here we can see that the gaming industry combined with mobile gaming is absolutely going bananas. You heard Eddie mention NFTs. Now, this is probably the thing that if you hear it for the first time, that makes the least sense to you. Relax. Let me show you what an NFT is. An NFT simply means a non-fungible token. In other words, a picture like this picture over here, which really irritates me a lot. I'm a technical guy, and in my opinion, a yacht is not supposed to look like this. But here's the thing. My opinion doesn't count, because somebody sold that picture to somebody else via the internet or the metaverse for a whopping $650 million. Do you think they care what my opinion is, or with all due respect, your opinion is? Well, I'll tell you straight, they don't. When people are buying virtual property for $2.43 million, your friend Justin Bieber bought the picture of this guy, he's called the Bored Ape, for $1.29 million. Adidas, through this ape character of theirs, they dress him in their clothing, their hats, their glasses, all their funky paraphernalia. This guy's already made $23 million for Adidas. Never mind the digital art that you see there. You see, if I give you $10 or £10 or €10, I don't care if you give me tomorrow $5 or £5 or whatever. As long as you give me my money back, we're happy. However, if I go to the Louvre in Paris and I take the real Mona Lisa, and I borrow you the real Mona Lisa, boy, you better give me back the genuine one tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm going to come looking for you. That value is because of the uniqueness. The Mona Lisa is definitely not the most beautiful woman, in my opinion, that's ever lived. But the uniqueness of the painting is what gives it its value. It's exactly the same for NFTs. The only difference is NFTs are digital, if you want, photos or pictures or art form on the internet, in this whole metaverse space, that people are willing to pay each other a fortune for. Remember I said to you, the banks are climbing into the action? Look at this. In South Africa, Nedbank is one of the biggest banks, one of the 5 premier banks in the country. Now, they've spent millions on buying virtual property in a place called Ubuntu Land, which is one of the metaverse, if you want, countrysides. So take this whole internet, metaverse, the fact that we can deal with each other, buy, sell, trade with smart contracts, and combine that with, for instance, the gaming industry. This youngster, well, he's not a youngster anymore, but this is in 2018. His gaming name is Bugger. He won $3 million in the first competition for the year for the company or the game called Fortnite. The point is, he played a game. The only thing moving were his fingers and his eyeballs. But he went home with $3 million. Poor old Djokovic, he ran around Wimbledon for 2 weeks, sweating, bleeding, you name it. He only went home after winning the tournament with $2.9 million. And then comes old Tiger Woods, lost his wives, his girlfriends, his balls, his clubs, everything, winning the US Open, green jacket. These guys were born with talent. They oozing talent. But he only went home with $2 million. A 16-year-old youngster at the time went home with more money playing a game. Now, those of you that are familiar with older games, never mind the fancy games today, there's a game called Grand Theft Auto. When it was released in 2013, it made $815 million in 24 hours. Imagine they released this game in the metaverse. Imagine inside this game, if you win maybe a stage or maybe beat one of the goals or whatever the case might be, imagine some of the prizes were these NFTs with the value that they hold. And imagine I could access all of that through my Crowd1 or whatever wallet, and I can actually do investment then on top of that to be able to turn that into real coins with real value behind it. Well, guys, you don't have to wish anymore, because via the whole blockchain and the internet environment, so the old internet, if you want, or the internet version 1, was simply a whole bunch of servers, and the military typically just, they were able to either pool or store data on it. Today, the internet is what's called decentralized. Remember, decentralized currencies, decentralized coins, decentralized tokens, decentralized gaming, banking, entertainment. That's why today you can plug in a computer offering any service, any product, whatever the case might be, to everybody in this whole internet space. So this is where the blockchain literally becomes a world of its own. You see, every single transaction that you do ties up with the next transaction and the next and the next and the next. So the more transactions you do, ironically, the more secure, the more safe your entire business, let's call it transaction, becomes. To hack this is virtually important. You would need all the computer power on earth to be able to tap into someone's account or something like that, because you don't just need to hack the one transaction, you must hack all of them because they all tie together. Now here comes the real opportunity of why you need to be in C1. There's a lot of tokens and coins out there. We are starting our own one. We are starting our own one. We saw the power of marketing being online. Now, the fact that gaming, as an example, can offer play to earn. And through these gaming terminals, either you can engage through the normal classic PlayStation, Xbox, PC, or even better, you can engage now with nothing more than a smartphone. Folks, there are more phones on the planet than people. If we turn all of that into the ability to be able to earn these NFTs, these priceless NFTs, via playing games, no formal education, no university degrees, just a phone with a little bit of data, and you can tap into this business. Now, this is a screenshot of my account, and I'm happy to report I was able to get my own fire package. So with this package, there you can see the little symbol of fire. These are the 4 NFTs I received, one for each of the previous packages. But that little picture there, I'm the only one that owns exactly just that picture. There might be a lot of pictures with the same sort of theme, but there's only one of that. Not just that I get that, I also got access to things like Metaverse. I got a powerhouse package to be able to deal with that virtual trading game when it launches. But Planet IX is currently the #1 NFT game in the world. So through Crowd1 or C1, you are able to tap into the space. Now, one of the best things you can watch that can describe this way better than what I can is on your login page, there's this little video called Crypto Explainer. It will explain everything in about 3 minutes. In layman's terms, it's a very powerful video. Send it to everybody you know. And complementing that is Moonbirdie. Moonbirdie, folks, not even banks have got the ability to tap into Moonbirdie's guidance. It's a small subscription you pay for, literally for financial analysts and financial gurus around the world that look at all the events going on in the world, the war in the Ukraine, they look at the financial state of Africa, they look at the political state of the US. And based on all of this information, they can give you the best insight of what's happening in this crypto space, the contract space, the NFT space, where you should be spending money and where you shouldn't. All of you that lost money last year, including myself, let's not go there, because we didn't listen to the experts, we listened to our friends. Folks, all of this, if you combine this with Crowd1's presentation at the Blockchain Summit a couple of weeks ago, India is ruling the roost in terms of embracing NFT technology in this whole metaverse crypto space. And if you look at, sadly, I come from Africa, there's only 3 African countries, 3 represented here. My own country, South Africa, is not even on the list yet. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. The bad thing is right now, only 4% of the world know what's going on in crypto. The good thing is you're going to have to learn whether you like it or not. But if we are pioneers, it's the pioneers that make the money. Now, Crowd1 or C1 will not stop until we reach 1 billion people, straight out of Jonas's mouth at the last event. If Gartner predicts that 25% of everybody on the planet, apparently now we're more than 8 billion people. If they already can see that the whole world will spend at least 1 hour per day in the metaverse, doesn't matter if you're there for gaming or for banking or for drawing your pension fund or whatever it is, you won't have a choice but to do it here because of the transactions, the security, etc. Turning your assets into real assets like NFTs. Then my suggestion is best you get on with it. Tap into the new C1 coin, attend all these training sessions so that you can become the expert, tap into the services of a Moonbirdie. Whether you don't even know what the word crypto means, it will sort you out so that you can become the real authority in your friendship circle or your family circle. Guys, I thank you for this presentation opportunity. Back to you, Eddie.
Thank you, Derek.
All right, thank you for this powerful information, Derek. It's a lot of techniques, guys, and maybe you think today, well, I need to re-listen that again. Well, that's possible because today or tomorrow, depends on how long converting takes time. We will also publish this on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. I will share it later on as well, but with one very important announcement. What we post on YouTube, it's not allowed to copy on your own channel. We've seen last week that some people copied the webinar on their own channel. This is not allowed because we produce this and YouTube will definitely delete it. So we will guide you to our YouTube channel where you can rewatch this training and also the training of Sara and the training coming up. So you can rewatch it because this is really valuable and important information to learn more about these techniques. And if you learn more about these techniques, you also learn more about the new vision of Crowd1. So I want to thank Derek, my brother from South Africa, and I'm pretty sure you also want to thank him in the chat for this valuable information. Just shout it out in the chat to thank Robert for giving us this amazing training. And then we will move on to the next and the last part of this Super Saturday. And we are 242 people, 241, over 200 people. Guys, this means that there is much more room for more people. This also means that it's our responsibility, so also your responsibility, to bring in more people, to bring more people to this webinar, because you, of course, you want to educate your team. Well, this is one of the best places to educate your team. So let's make an agreement, guys, together. Let's make an agreement that next week, Saturday, each one of us brings at least one team member who is not represented today. Only one. I think many of you can bring 5 more team members to this webinar. If everyone only brings one, guess what? I will have to live stream on YouTube as well, because we have room for 500 people. So let's make this commitment to each other. Bring one person each, at least, for the next week Super Saturday. And that being said, let's go to our last speaker today. And she became a good friend. I know her already for several years from another business before. And we've been working together. We talk together. We pray together. We strategize together. And we are part of the same Crowd1 family, although we are cross lines. Also with Derek. Derek is not in my team. I'm not in Derek's team. We are cross line, but we are one family working together and raising the power of Crowd1. Guys, and this lady, she is a former actress. Yeah, she's an ex-trainer in the sales industry and speech industry. She is a Spanish Filipina based in Dubai. And she is one of the first leaders in Crowd1. She was one of the pioneers. Together with some leaders, yeah, we started in Crowd1 already in the early times, back in 2019. I remember I started in May 2019. Well, maybe she can tell exactly when she started, but she was also in that group of people that started early. She's a senior president, 3-star, and today she will give a powerful training about prospect strategy and closing. So, Jeanette, I'll
Yes.
give you the floor for this powerful training and for closing off this powerful webinar.
Thank you, Eddie. Very upbeat music, very upbeat hosting. What can we wish for? We have a Saturday night fever. So guys, we will call this our regular Saturday night fever, because that's what you should be getting, a fever from all this that you have listened to from Sara. Sara was talking about having big dreams, new dreams, specific dreams. You know why, guys? You should know why. Because there is an opportunity, as Derek said, not just an opportunity, almost a sure ball hit, that we will exceed what we have done in the past because of the new products that are forward and advanced, and that nobody in this kind of industry is doing on the first instant except us. We are again at the forefront. So talking about, whoever gets first on the base, whoever gets the flag, whoever pulls the rope is the one that will win. And we're talking about millions here. We are talking about millions to billions, because that is what the industry is. And as Derek said, I have the same slides, almost the same slides that Derek has regarding updates, regarding what is happening in the economy in this industry. We have the same information. And so, yes, if you are going to think about it, there's no way to go but this business. We are so fortunate that we have visionaries joining us in the company, leaders and top management that know, especially Jonas. I appreciate the vision of the man. That's why we have reached 3 years. And when you talk about 3 years, we are stable as a company. Never mind the problems or those. That is normal. But what is great is the company has reached a milestone. And number 2, how many millionaires in the company have you heard? There are millionaires in the company, at least people that have earned more than $1 million in their currency in Crowd1. So this is the company that we are talking about. We are talking about C1 that has a very good track record with regards to innovation, with regards to getting people on board. We are now onboarding people for the NFT. I would like to show you some pictures and information that I've gathered. Let me show you. What do I have here? All right. First of all, I want to show you something that has to do with establishments that you know already. Let me see if my screen can accept I hope I don't have the same problem as Sarah's. I guess I can do it. Okay, photos. All right, let me show you. Okay, here, all the information I'm giving you are combined information that all of us leaders, your top leaders, have gathered. Crypto projects are on for companies like McDonald's, Samsung, even Playboy. These are the companies that you know. I will mention Adidas, Taco Bell, Louis Vuitton, Burger King, Pepsi. If these companies that are bigger, as of now, bigger than Crowd1, because they're present in all the countries in the world, if these companies and the businessmen who already earned in this business are going crypto, are going digital, what is our reason not to go there when that is the forecast of the business? That is the weather out there in terms of industries. All right, I will show you another one. Let me show you another picture. Hold on, that thought. You may copy that or I will send it to you in our chat rooms for your presentations, for your icebreakers to clients. Number two, the future of crypto is Filipino. This is people in my country planning to be the first in crypto, or at least the country that will be the best in crypto transactions, in crypto industry. This is their goal. You see, countries are being open, not just businesses. I want you to tell that to yourself. Make a comprehensive study. If business people, if industries, companies, and countries now are interested, why am I not going there as a businessman? It is going to make sense when you connect the dots. It is going to make sense what we are doing here as a company, in our business, as businessmen. Second, that I want to show you, if the Philippines is claiming that, Dubai is certainly claiming, and when Dubai does things, they mean business, they will do it. They want to be the metaverse capital of the world. I know that Dubai is already making a blockchain city, that you cannot transact if it's not on blockchain, if it's not crypto money, if it's not with smart contracts. They are making a city that is so digital. Everything there is metaverse ready. In fact, the Dubai government has adopted the metaverse. They have a metaverse in their transactions in the police sector of Dubai. So now our business has metaverse. We are not the first in the world, but we are certainly the first in network marketing company that will adapt or has adapted the concept of the metaverse, the NFTs, the cryptos. Wouldn't you like to be a part of this movement when we are first? You are leading. You are not the tail. You are not, just sitting on the bench. You are actually there in action, where the money is. Why people, businesses, countries are here? Because that's where the money is. They will not be in this business. They will not look at this if that's not where the money is. They would waste their time. Later, I'm going to show you more about some pictures that I've collected. But I want to talk to you about now, how do you present this to your clients? Because now, are we sold? I want you to type on the chat box. Do you see how big of an income, a business we have here? Do you see the big potential? Do you see how much we can earn? Do you see how we can be big time in this business? Can you type in the chat box? Let me see if you are getting the concept. Because you know what? Yes, endless, big picture. Yes, I get your words. Now, 1,000%, not 100. That's very good. You know what? Derek showed about people who are, fortunate enough to be able to sell their NFTs, and it has value. You see the difference between regular picture of the Mona Lisa. They're placed in the museums and they're being auctioned, also face to face, no? But online, is even if you are not a big artist, even if you are not, a company, you can sell online your pictures, your NFTs, for as long as someone finds value on what picture, what artwork, what NFT you have. You can be big time. Now, I want you to connect this. That is one person selling his NFT. One person. Now think about this. If an NFT or NFTs are backed up by a whole ecosystem of people doing the business and has what you call crypto tokens that are gaming tokens, that are tokens that have value on the metaverse, on Web3, what do you think could be the possibility for us if one man with plainly pictures is able to hit it big time? What if even just 3 million of us will talk about our NFTs? And then the tokens, the crypto tokens, are actually utility tokens. It's backed up by an ecosystem of gaming, of inviting of people, of education. Our NFTs and crypto tokens, they have big potentials, very big. I want you to see that. One man selling his NFT as against millions of people talking about this NFT. That's how big we can be. And I hope you are excited about that. And because you are excited, now how do I present this? How do you present your business? First of all, in the industry that I am for 26 years, which is network marketing, I have learned from other leaders, other business partners. We talk about posture. Posture is confidence. When you face your client, you know what you're talking about, even if you don't know it all. It's a different story if you know nothing, but if you know something. If you know nothing, you will never be confident. But if you know something, and if you're confident about what you know, your clients will feel it. Do you know that clients will trust someone that is confident? Of course, that is given. When you know about your product, maybe it's not 100%, but at least the words that you are saying, you know about them, you have memorized it, you have studied it from the training, and you know in your heart, this is something great. So confidence. Number two, so when you talk to your clients, you have to have this posture, maybe face to face, maybe online. Directly talk to the clients and and firmly explain this is something big. Next, speak blessings into your words. It has to be blessings on your sales. What I mean by speak blessings? Say the most palatable words. Say the most reverberating words. For example, you can say, I have the most advanced company in the network marketing industry. You can say also, my company is stable with 3 years of experience in the business. Or you can say, we have more than 100 or 50 million across the globe and going to 100. You can say it like that, like say it with blessing, say it with confidence, say it also with, high frequency. High frequency means you are at the topmost level. Say it like that, okay? And use terms like, you have a great window of opportunity here. You tell your clients, you know what? You have a great window of opportunity here. You talk to your clients like they will miss out. So if I'm listening to you and you're telling me you have a great window of opportunity here, I would like to know what that window is. And then you talk to your client and say, I can never give this opportunity again to you. It will never come back, this pioneering stage. So now you're creating here urgency. Your client will say, it will never come back. What if I want to think about it? Yeah, but it's not pioneering after a few days, after a few months. I know you need to think about it, but also you need to act soon. So now you say to them, because I can never give you the same opportunity again. In fact, and then tell the fear of loss and everything like that. And then you can say also, you will be one of the pioneers of this company that is launching their first NFTs. You see, I like to be pioneer. This psychological thing when we want to be the first. We want to be the first to taste, the first on the line. It says the same about you are going to be a pioneer. They would like to be that. That's an honor. So use the word pioneer, one of the pioneers, and they're launching their own NFTs. It's our own. We're not borrowing from anyone. We're not trading and passing it on to someone. It's our own. And they will think, okay, it's your own, but what is your standard and how big are you? We are 50 million strong. Okay, so use terms that is speaking to the clients about greatness, about how important your product and your company is. There is no other way. So now when you go talk to your clients, don't talk so low value. Don't degrade yourself or your product. Don't talk like normal people talk. You are a great salesperson. You are a great presenter, a great influencer. You speak life. You speak abundance. You speak prosperity. You speak, future. You speak big time to your clients and customers. Moving on from that, we're going to prospecting. Now you know how to speak, what to speak. The energy is complete. You know what to do. You have tools. We have given you these brochures from company, pictures that will support your presentation. Now who to prospect? Prospecting is just knowing who the right client or customer is. So go for the ready market. These are guys that are already collecting NFTs. And they are into NFTs. They know. You don't have to explain. You don't have to explain and educate them about NFTs. They have already NFTs. All you need to do is to tell them why your company is better, why they want to collect one of your NFTs, why they want to buy in. Simply say, because we are backed up by, again, 50 million affiliates. It's very easy to make this NFT popular because our NFT has utility tokens that you can also trade, because this is pioneering. And you know that when it's pioneering, the NFTs are cheaper and it will become higher in value. So that's what you tell these people. You already know who to go to. These people that are collectors of NFTs, people who know about blockchain and crypto. And then go for people that can afford the fire, because you want to hit Thailand. Okay? At least your first goal is who in my scope of contacts, travel around the world. They buy Louis Vuittons. They eat at fancy restaurants. Target them. There's nothing to be lost. You will not lose anything if you target them and you try, but you lose something if you don't even try. And they buy bags and all this. See, go to them because they cannot afford it. All right? And then after you've tried hitting Thailand, you hit it or not, you still try. Then go to people that can at least purchase the air package. Don't go to people that they don't have transportation money. They don't have money for food. Naturally, we cannot expect them to buy the package before their food. There's really nothing unless these people have the ability to move their way around. They're not rich now, but they will find their way around. They will find a way to at least enter on the air package. I know of people like this that they didn't have in the beginning, and they just, loaned money from family members. Their budget for the whatever for this month, they put it first for 1 week here, and they were able to earn it back to the tune of millions. So go for people that can at least afford and make a way for the air package. Next, go for networking leaders who are now bored with the supplements, bored with the skincare. They're not earning because the network system is down in that area. They're just selling products. I talked to someone and she said, really right now, I'm so not passionate about networking. I'm just selling products. Okay. And those who want new money, these leaders, they want new money. They've tasted money from their companies in the past, but they want new money. They want to earn it again. They want to be excited with something new. Then go to them and excite them with the NFT, because no one came to them with this kind of NFTs. You know how to beat other clients? Your product should not be the same as what they have. If they're selling fruit juices and you're coming to them and saying, I'm selling grape juice as well as yours, of course you have to say something different. You have to say, my fruit juice, my grape juice makes you sleep better at night. But what if you're coming to them not about fruit juices? You're coming to them telling them, I'm going to show you something where the future is going. And we still have the opportunity to earn millions and billions. And these are the people that earn billions in this industry. And you show the pictures. So come to network leaders that are sleeping giants. Now is the perfect time. Excite them. Next, go online in groups. Friends of friends are clients. If you have a common friend, it's not wrong to try to chat a little with them. Hi, I think we know so and so. Hi, I saw your picture with my friend. How long has she been your friend? I was her friend since high school. If they are friends of friends, you're no stranger because you have common friends. It's okay. So there is at least connection. Okay. Now, aside from friends of friends on Facebook, social media, anyone that is commenting on your social media posts, if they're commenting about your Instagram post, your Facebook post, or your TikTok, this is an opportunity to talk to them because they're open to you. Okay. So, someone's asking about C1 USA. You ask your, as we said, ask your upline about this call. They know, but right now we're teaching you strategies. Okay. So your social media, whoever is trying to chat with you, commenting with you, that's your opening. That's your opening. Next, go for relatives and friends that trust you. And or relatives and friends and former business partners, office mates, classmates that saw you earned from Crowd1, because now you can go back to them and say, I know you regret not joining in the beginning, but I have another opportunity for you. And this is going to be something big again. If you did not believe me, then I am sure now you believe me. You know better to join me. Now you know better, and I'm sure you will agree with me that now with this opportunity, you must not miss it like you missed that before. Because now you have a track record of knowing where the money is. These people saw you in the beginning, push for something, they did not believe you, but you just showed them that they were wrong. You earned. And so now you have a track record in their mind. Even if they will not say it, they're thinking, Eddie was right. Jeanette knows where the market is. Then you go back to them and tell them humbly, but indirectly telling them, don't regret this again. You know, I tried to join you in the past, but you were not available, or for some reason it didn't push through. But right now, you know how much I earned in the past. Right now, I can still offer you another opportunity. And you know better now, you know better. I'm sure you will agree with me that this time you will not miss it. That is what you say to relatives and friends who are looking on the sidelines. I will show you a picture that you will show them. After you say that, show them this picture. Okay. Where is our, okay, here's the last picture slide I will show you. Okay, here are only some celebrities that are already open and into the metaverse, crypto, and NFTs. All right. So you say, this is not a new thing. We are just late finding out about this. Actually, some celebrities have been on this for 1 to 2 years already. They have money put in this kind of industry. There are people that know this industry that have secured their place in the metaverse, in the blockchain, in Web3, in NFTs, in cryptos. So after telling them, my track record, and then you show people that they know that are also in that business. So now they will connect. No, it's not weird. It's not different. It's not a scam. It's not, being too advanced. There are already famous people that have given time, energy, and money in this business. So that's how you go to prospects. You come prepared, come ready for prospects. Use materials that we have shown you. I will try to send it in the Teams, request it from me if I forget it, but I will try my best to send it in the chats. Let them see that they're actually far behind, that they have to be in. Okay? Now next, go to your directs in your team and try if they can get the fire, because you have many directs. You only need to activate them. And if they can afford the fire, let it be. You know, do a downsell only if they cannot afford. But first, give them a standard. If you think you can pull this somewhere and get yourself a fire because it has all the NFT collection, and also you have the opportunity to go for Thailand, fear of loss, do it. Because with your 5 directs, you're already done for Thailand. Even if they're old members, they're just going into the system, buying the new packages, it's still fine. You still get your fear of loss for Thailand. Clear? Is that clear? Now, tell me if you are so excited to show people what we have. I want to know, are you going for Thailand? Because here, this is what you're going to miss if you're not going to root for your Thailand trip. Okay, I'm going to show you. I've been to Thailand maybe two times, and the food is delicious. The beaches are like Philippine beaches that are so nice. The people are also friendly, similar to Filipinos. And plus, there's a lot of culture in this country. You will see their costumes. You will see cultural shows. Whenever you're eating at restaurants, they have cultural shows. Thailand is rich in culture, colors, and food. You would like to go to Thailand for free with pocket money, with your team members. Help each other. I mean, if you have a team member and just trying to get 2 more for the fire, help her. Talk to the members that are her directs and inspire each other. Because for me, I'd like to travel for free. I'd like to have all the NFTs that will become rare later on. And I'd like to have commissions, because also you get your BP, your commissions from this. You are win-win. Plus, there's no telling you down, talking down to you when you are one of the pioneers or in the front line, where in the industry you are a businessman who is forward, who is advanced. You're right there where the future is going. So I want to ask Lot right now. I actually have a surprise for one person. We have screened all of you. Secretly, she's watching the comments. So, Lot, you can unmute yourself. We have a winner, someone who is the most participative throughout the training and motivation Zoom that we have tonight. The most participative, Lot has listed it down. And I'm going to give that person a voucher that will give that person 50% on any pack. So she can use it, he can use it for their pack, or if someone wants to buy a pack, she will get the money because she will share the voucher. All right, so Lot, who is our winner for today? Where are you, Lot?
I'm here, ma'am.
Yes, okay. You have the winner? The name?
Yes,
Chat,
but
yes.
he is one of the president, ma'am. Very active.
Very active. Then choose the second one. Of course, naturally, they're not going to get it.
Yes, yes. The second one is
For sure, huh?
Yes, madam.
Second.
The second one is from what name is this?
Screenshot.
Team Legend, Rambo. Team Legend.
Rambo, you are going to Thailand.
Rambo.
Rambo is
Rambo.
going to Thailand. No, Rambo, you won a voucher that gives you 50% off on any of the packages. Please remember the name of Lot. She is one of our unstoppable generals of the Philippines. She will hand you down the voucher from me. Congratulations. And team, I'm telling you, this is something big because our NFTs, it has the Genesis edition. Genesis means beginning. It's biblical. Eddie knows this, the beginning, the start. That's not the end. It's only the start. But it's going to be rare because you cannot put the Genesis in the middle and the last. It's going to contradict the name Genesis. So Crowd1 has our NFTs as the Genesis edition. What does it mean for you? This will become rare. And once it's rare, like diamond and gold, it will come higher in value. So now we are so fortunate that we are pioneers for the NFTs. We have the Genesis edition. This is what you'd like people to take from you. This tip, this advantage to take the NFTs while it's still going to be cheaper and while it's out, because it's not going to be forever, this Genesis edition. All right. So congratulations, everyone that is here tonight. I am sure you got loads of things from Eddie, Sara, Derek, and me. And thank you a lot of Unstoppable team for being our admin assist. And so we tell you, Eddie and I, we tell you every Saturday, we've got your back. All of your members and new members, you plug them in and we're going to train and motivate them. Daily, you're going to do presentations per team, per whatever you're doing every day for client calls. You're going to work, okay. But on Saturday, we've got your back. We're going to give you the Saturday Night Live and they will have fever. Okay, Eddie, thank you, Eddie. And thank you so much, everyone, leaders, for bringing your teams here in the chat. God bless you, everyone.
All
Thank you, Ma'am
right.
Vicky.
Thank you,
Thank you, Sir
Jeanette,
Eddie.
for this amazing and really powerful training. And these are such wise words. Actually, Thailand is the country where I met Jeanette for the first time. And indeed, it's an amazing country. It's an amazing place to be. So aim for Thailand, guys. We want to see you there in, I think it's in March. But before we go there, there is another event in Dubai. Dubai in February. So we all go to Dubai in February to have an amazing, powerful new event. Guys, I want to thank everybody who participated in this webinar, this Super Saturday Night Fever. It's an amazing title. And I want to thank Derek for his technical training. I want to thank Sara. She's not here anymore. She's very busy, for her motivational training. I want to thank Jeanette, of course, for her powerful training and the assistant, also for helping out on everything. I promise you, of course, to put in the YouTube channel so you can rewatch this training again. So I will put it in the chat right now so you can copy it. We also have a Telegram channel for special for Super Saturday. That is also where we can put in items, information, questions, whatever. So you can be part of that channel as well. It's all in the chat. So I will give you a few moments time to copy that from the chat. And I will give you a few more moments to thank all the speakers of today's powerful Super Saturday. And actually, I'm already looking forward to next week. Are you as well? Guys, let us know in the chat. Are you excited already for next week? Guys, I am. And please keep on doing your own webinars during the week. We will also, during the week, do some more webinars, some more training, also some practical training. We are setting it all up. Give us some time to prepare that. And of course, there will be Planet IX training, there will be Metaverse training, there will be all kinds of training, Mixed Up Plus training. How fun is it to do a training on Mixed Up Plus, playing live on screen during a webinar, those amazing games, and see how you can make an income with these games. So that's what we will all do in the coming weeks to come. Guys, from my side, I want to wish you an amazing continue of the weekend, a blessed Sunday. God bless you all, love you all, and see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.